Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Be Healing. So I'm a psychic, which means I connect in with your higher self to answer your questions and pass on messages from your higher self. So that part of yourself, your soul, your spirit, your inner self, your higher self, it's the part of you that is always in spirit form, and it always knows. It's always guiding you. It always knows everything about your life. It sees the bigger picture. And so it's always got the answers for you. And that's how I use my gift to help people. And so I do lots of YouTube videos. Check out my YouTube channel. And I also give personal readings as well. So if you'd like a private reading, there's a link up there to book in for one of those. I get all my readings out within 24 hours if you're booking them. The general readings, they're 3 pages long, and you can choose what you want it to be about as well. So this is the weekly read, the general weekly read for all signs for the week of the 13th to the 19th of January 2020. Let's have a look what energies we have for this week for everybody. Well, we've got jealousy and is this thought useful? So first up, this week is about our thoughts. It's about sorting our thoughts out. Our subconscious minds, they're in this negative bias all the time, going on and on about fear to us, trying to protect us. They just have a good reason for being there. Our ego, our subconscious mind, is trying to protect us. But in this day and age, it doesn't really help us because the stuff it's trying to protect us from isn't real harm anymore. Sometimes it is, but very rarely. And so this is talking about sorting our thoughts out, listening to our thoughts, especially when it's jealousy. Now, jealousy can really fly under the radar. It's a feeling that we don't like at all, jealousy, and we can tend to pretend that it's not there. As soon as it pops up, we try and push it down. We're like, no, I'm not jealous. There's no need to be jealous. I'm not jealous. And you push that feeling down. But the problem is when you push that feeling down, it grows inside of you. It grows and grows and grows, and you never get the guidance from it. Like every emotion that we have has guidance. It's asking us to make a new decision, to change our minds, or to actually do something to get away from that, the thing that's causing us fear, right? And so we need to actually listen to the jealousy that's coming up for us. So if you've been saying, no, I'm not jealous of anybody, you'll be surprised. Everybody has this feeling. And then what happens is, it's when we see someone that has something that we think we can't get for ourselves. And that's the thought that isn't useful, that we can't have it ourselves. And it's just not true. If you can see something in the world, you can have it for yourself too. Now, I'm not talking about somebody who's got a specific partner and we think that we can have their partner off them. I'm not talking about specifics like that. I'm talking in generalities. Somebody has an amazing partner. You can have an amazing relationship like that too. You can. If someone has a really successful business, you can have a really successful business too. If someone has a big house, you can have a big house too. That kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not about the specifics. And so when this jealous feeling comes up, it's really important feel it, to feel it and acknowledge it, because it's got guidance for you. Every negative emotion has guidance for you. It's not to push it down or ignore it or pretend that it's not there. It's to listen to it and then question your thoughts that are making you feel bad about that thing that you're looking at. Because when it's jealousy, it's always that you think you can't have it too, and you can have it. You can have it. So it might be a little bit of a challenging week for us mentally this week. What are our lessons and challenges this week? We've got criticism and peace. Yeah, so how many times when we hear an opposing opinion, maybe it's about us, maybe it's about something, just something in life, something in the world. We hear an opposing opinion and we take that as criticism, when it's not a criticism, it's not about us. Someone just giving their opinion, right? So for example, vegans versus carnivores, instead of just accepting people's choices, people's differing points of view, taking what they're eating as a personal affront, as if it's a criticism to themselves, right? And so this is saying, like, our challenge this week is to be at peace instead of taking things as criticism. Be at peace with other people's points of view, because everybody is different. The world is full of different people, full of differing points of view. That's what makes this world great, is that we're all so different, and that's right that we're all so different too. So if you've been kind of battling other people's opinions because you've not been fully centered in your own opinion, right? So if you were completely happy with your date, then someone saying that the complete opposite of you wouldn't shake you at all, right? Because you'd be 100% um, believing in your choices, right? And so when you're taking things as criticism, it means that, again, that negative feeling is to be listened to, it's guidance. It means that you're taking it as criticism instead of being 100% believing in your choices, right? And so that's our lessons and challenges this week, is to not take things as criticism, to notice when we are, to let that go, and to know that it's a message to us that we need to believe in our choices and our point of view more. And I'm not saying don't be teachable, like don't be open to learning. Of course, we need to be open to learning too. We're not always right, and our point of view can change when we've got extra information. But it's just in those cases when we're taking it as criticism that means that we're not 100% on board with our own decisions. What should our focus be on for our highest good this week? We've got freedom and find a new approach. Nice. Freedom. That's a great thing to be focused on, our freedom. You are free. You can make choices in your life out of complete freedom. You can make radical choices in your life, radically different choices in your life than the mainstream. It's allowed. You're allowed. And so you need a new approach to that. So a new approach, maybe you've been thinking that you've been held back, that you're not free, that someone is stopping you or something is stopping you. That's the approach that needs to change. You need to stop thinking like that and see that you have the whole world open to you. Like you do, you have the whole world open to you. You can make all kinds of choices. You're not locked into where you are now. You're not locked into current circumstances. So our focus should be on claiming that freedom this week that we really want. And I guess that starts in our mind, you know. Both of the guidances so far about this week have been about our minds and how our minds can trip us up. And our freedom first starts in our minds. It's about acknowledging that freedom that we truly have so that we can make the physical choices. So we can make those choices in our mind and then actually act on those choices to claim that freedom that we want. So maybe that's the new approach you can take to claiming your freedom this week, by focusing on it and by knowing that you can have it. Maybe that's how the jealousy comes up this week, is people that are free, that are showing you their free lifestyle and you feel locked in. Could be, could be. Okay, any more guidance for this week? Empower self, and is this thought useful? Again, this is about the freedom thing. If you're not feeling empowered, if you feel like someone's got something over you, you feel like you're being held back from something like the government or your partner or your parents or somebody else or where you work or the town that you live in, the country that you live in, if you think any of that is stopping you from having the freedom that you want, that is a disempowered state to be in, right? And it's your thoughts about it. It's just your belief that you are trapped by that is the problem here. So this is a week for setting ourselves free, for empowering ourselves, for breaking free from our negative thoughts that are keeping us locked in that kind of sabotage state of not claiming the life that we really want. It's a week to empower ourselves. Wow, sounds good to me. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment about what you got out of that, how it resonated with you. I love hearing from you. And share it with your friends too. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.